All right, we are officially ready to get started. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up at all. Some of you are showing up on time. Some of you are just showing up because you can click a button and say, hey, I want to take a workout with this person today. So here I am. My name is Dallas. If I've never had the pleasure of doing any of these workouts with you before, welcome to Motosumo. Thank you for giving this a shot. If this is your first time, first and foremost, we want to welcome you. But if you've never done a live ride before, we are encouraging you to find a live ride that you can make a permanent part of your schedule every single week. Maybe it's Tuesday at 2 a.m. I don't know what your schedule's like. Maybe it's Friday at 8 a.m. in your particular specific local time zone. Regardless of what time it is on what day, find one opportunity every single week that you can participate with us. All right, we're gonna get started here in about 20 seconds. Make sure you're at resistance 1. So when you are ready, you wanna drop your resistance as low as you possibly can and get your legs moving. I know what some of you are thinking. Well, hey Dallas, I don't know what resistance 1 is. Well, that's what I'm here for. If not, we just put a little robot here. By the way, I heard about some record company somewhere signing an artificially intelligent robot to their, I guess, music record label. Listen, I know it sounds strange. It's a real thing. Let's get started. Resistance 1, you're in position 1. RPMs 70s or 80s, let's go. So as always, there are 3 things that you need to know and keep in mind for all Motosumo rides. 2 positions, 4 resistance levels, and 4 RPM zones. Your 4 RPM zones are red, yellow, green, and blue. Your 2 positions are positions 1 and position 2, and then your 4 resistance levels. I hope I said 2 positions. But then, because position and resistance rhyme, so sometimes I'm just like, did I say position or did I say resistance? But yeah, 4 resistance levels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right now, resistance 1 is something where you can just get your legs moving. It's extremely light. It's extremely under. Oh man. Hey, Mama Sig. Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. I have different, my whole evening and afternoon thing now, morning, it means so much more to me after my previous week. But we'll get into that. Right now, we're in the 70s or the 80s and we're just getting our bodies warm, our shoulders are relaxed. Oh, that's what I was gonna say though. The resistance is completely under your control throughout the entirety of the workout. Maybe I say resistance 2 and you're like, I feel like I can take resistance 3, right? Because maybe you need something to keep you from going a little bit too fast. Go for it. Here's our first burst of speed. 3, 2, let's go. $15 seconds. Now remember, the warm-up is, I want to say all about, but it is somewhat about finding out how your body feels on that particular day. 3, 2, 1, relax. Resistance 1, you should feel like you're coasting or trotting or just prancing, but you feel good. You know, there's not much holding you back. There's no headwind. There's no tough terrain or anything like that. Get ready for your second burst of speed. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit faster at the same time. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Go, go, go. Less than 10. Less than 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. As you slow back down, I also want you to increase your resistance. You have one more opportunity to pick up your speed. If you're in the 70s, maybe you go to the 80s. 80s, maybe you go to the 90s. If you're already in the 90s, first of all, you might not be following directions because I did say 70s to 80s. So your resistance 1 might be a little bit heavier than everyone else's resistance 1. 3, 2, 1, let's go. just under 15. You have 5, 3, 1. Excellent job. Let's do a little more music volume. Let's also increase our resistance to 3. We're making a sharp turn here. Listen, got a lot of different little pieces of information I'm gonna throw at you today, but we're gonna try to make it all relative to what's going on. So resistance 3, and I'm thinking anywhere between 60 and 70 on your personal RPM out of your seat. Let's go. Minimum 60, maximum 70 out of your seat. So this should feel almost like you're making a sharp left or a sharp right. Now Dallas, how is that relative to whatever you were talking about before? All right, well, so I spent some time in San Diego last week. Getting on the highway was a pretty interesting thing. There were some times where I had to make sharp rights and lefts to get on the highway. It's like I'm used to like kind of drifting on. So I was like, all right, that's one, that's one thing. And now I got a whole different picture of life. The mountains are cool out there. The houses on mountains are cool out there. It's fun stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for another burst of speed. At this slightly heavier resistance, we will be taking a seat and picking up our speed to a maximum of 79. 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you pass 79, guess what? Yes, I want you to increase your resistance a little bit more. 5, 3, right back up out of your seat. Let's go. Uh-oh. Round number 2, same idea. In 8, 6, butt down, sprinting. 3, 2, go. You have 8, 6, 4, 2, good job. One more. Here's our third and final round, end of our warm-up. 15 seconds in your seat or out of your seat. Sprinting, win, now, go. 15 short seconds, just go. We'll do water, towel, whatever we have to do. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a seat. Let the bad air out. I want to give you about 45 seconds to catch your breath. 45 seconds, catch your breath. Now, when we get up, again, I want you to make sure that you're mentally prepared for resistance. Remember, or I should say, let me ask you, do you recall that there are 4 resistance levels? I hope you do, because there are 4 that we use here. When you're ready, hands out, butt up. I'm not counting you down. I seriously mean when you are ready. We're going on a 90-second resistance challenge. Here's the tricky part. There's no timer for this. You just gotta do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. The first 60 seconds should feel pretty good, but it's the final 30 seconds that might start to feel a little bit more challenging, and you'll find out why. All right, everybody. In 15 seconds, we'll drop our butt, but we will not be slowing down nor decreasing resistance. In 5, 3, 1. Let's go. If you pay attention, the top of your screen will show a red timer. It's a 5-minute red timer. I am now giving you 90 seconds of recovery time. As soon as you see 4 minutes, 30 seconds left, you have 6, 4, 2. All right, good job, relax. 90 seconds recovery because Mama's sick. We have a 3-minute challenge approaching. Instead of a minute and a half, we're gonna go for a 3-minute challenge. It's gonna be so fun, so good. But yeah, San Diego was so cool. It was so nice. I was like, you know, it's like the first day I got, by the way, I was responsible for some of the driving. Man, for particular reasons that I won't share here on this platform, but I was responsible for the driving. Cause I mean, these big cities are like bigger cities. Man, it's just like the driving just like different than being in a smaller city. And other people were from smaller cities, so I was like, all right, I'll do the driving. But anyway, it was nice. So nice to the point actually that my fiance and I were like, you know what? We might as well fly there, do 2 days in San Diego, drive the 2 hours that it takes to get to LA, and then do like 2 more days in LA, and then fly back out of LA just to see it all. All right, here we go. Out of our seat, 3-minute challenge. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now we can imagine now that we're on some journey through all the marvelous cities and states of the West Coast. Wink, wink. And as we go through this, different things are going to happen. Things are going to change. Things are going to get heavier. We'll go faster. We'll start to descend. We'll adjust our resistance. We'll sprint. So many different things are going to happen here. 15 seconds. Power push. In 5, 3, 1. Let's go. Right into the 2-minute mark. Let's go. 15 seconds power push. It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a mountain literally lifted off the ground and started chasing you. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you're good. Mountains are pretty big. It gets tired quickly. Relax. Almost to the very top. Mama's sick. I'm ready to descend at exactly 90 seconds remaining. 90 seconds remaining. We want to drop our butt and drop our resistance. 90 or better on your RPM. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 90 seconds. From the end of this push, we should be starting by pushing towards 90 on our personal RPM. And if you're not there, don't worry about it. You'll get there eventually, I promise, as you continue to drop some of your resistance. Imagine yourself starting to, again, descend down. I think the most cool thing was the houses on top of them. You gotta admit, I was amazed by it. I wouldn't live in one, that's just me. If you would, that's you. But I was like, that's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. All right, here we go. Final 45 seconds. 100, 105, 115, 3, 2, let's go. Mama Sig, I don't know why your RPM meter just went blue. but I don't believe it. I don't believe what I saw. No way. 15. You have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Excellent, excellent, excellent job, everybody. Let's take another opportunity to rest and to catch our breath and recover and to feel good. So we did a minute and a half, and then we did 3 minutes. All right, so there are 2 different things that we could do right now if we wanted to kind of keep things pattern-ish. We could double 3 minutes, kind of like how we doubled 1 minute and a half to 3. We could just go to 6. But we could also say, hey Dallas, what if we just add another minute and a half? Instead of doing a 6-minute challenge, maybe we just do a 4.5-minute challenge. Yes, we could do that as well. But then I would be asking you to do something that you've done before. And I don't want to ask you to do that. With that being said, I need everyone to prepare themselves mentally for a 6-minute challenge. Now listen, that does not mean that we're just going to be going for 6 minutes. What it does mean is that we're going to use 6 minutes, right, and the time within 6 minutes as a little bit of a gauge for our efforts. Here's how the first minute sounds. 100 or better on your RPM. Starting when? Starting now. Go. 100 RPM or better. For how long? For 1:00. Just under 15 seconds left. "30 seconds recovery. In 3, 2, 1. All right, good, everybody relax. 5-minute timer is now on our screen. Mama Sig, the moment we see 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, we're gonna go yet again. This time though, instead of 60 seconds, we're going for 90 seconds. 100 or better, right? You might be noticing now that you don't need to do 125, 128. And that's not to Mama Sig, that's to all of us. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 100 for 90 seconds now instead of 60 seconds. Our ability to endure requires so much practice. Not only like our physical fitness endurance, but also our mental endurance. And sometimes that even applies to our patience with other people. Right? Not responding too harshly, or not responding too quickly, or sometimes not responding at all. And we can never practice that enough. You can think that you're the most perfect person at endurance and patience, and it just takes the right thing, just the right thing. You're like, man, I still gotta work on that. Almost there. 60 seconds recovery. So we went 1 minute, rested for 30. Minute and a half, rest for a minute. Starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Again, you want to rest for 1 more minute. Okay, so I'm going to say this again. We worked for a minute, rested for 30. work for a minute and a half, resting for a minute. It only now makes sense that we go for 2 straight minutes to wrap this up. And it's gonna be a little bit different than what we did the first couple times. So get ready for it. Smile, like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, every 30 seconds, or for this final 2 minutes, every 30 seconds, our resistance is going to go up, but we want to keep our RPM as high as we can. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I do want us to slow down after this, but I also want us to earn it. I don't want us to just slow down because this little guy with a white shirt who might be 7 feet tall, but he also might be 4'10", is telling me to do so, and it sounds pretty convincing that he knows what he might be talking about. That's not the reason why you want to do it. Or you want to find some other reason to do it. Resistance up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Here's a life tip from a nobody. Everyone with a microphone or a blue check mark or 1 million followers does not always know what they're talking about. It's just another, again, life tip from a nobody. Mama said we're increasing our resistance yet again. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I might now be slowing down into the low 90s or possibly even the high 80s. My resistance might also be at like 2.5 or 3 or 3.5. And I didn't do a good job of describing to you the different resistances today. I should have used the mountains in San Diego. But hey, maybe we'll get them next time. Final 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Mama said, are you gonna force yourself into the 70s? All right, with so much resistance, but it still feels like you're sprinting. Still feels like you're aggressively climbing, being chased, I don't know, by an orange-colored goat or something like that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Good job, everybody. Don't worry about how much time you have to rest and recover here. I hope that by this point, you do trust me as far as giving you ample, sufficient time to catch your breath, to recover, and to feel good. So we do right now want to be somewhere between resistance 2.5 and 3. So maybe you're not fully at resistance 3, which in all seriousness could feel like you're trekking up some type of mountain or incline or something like that. All right, that might be what resistance 3 feels like to some of us, just climbing stairs, carrying groceries up the stairs, carrying our best friend from our 20s or our late teens into the house after a not so wild night. You know, it wasn't that they did anything particular. It was just that, you know, they just got a little tired. I just got a little sleepy. So you had to help them in. Or perhaps you were the friend who had to be helped in. Because again, you got tired. You got sleepy. Get ready to stretch out your legs. Remember, we want to be in the 60s, not pushing too hard, but definitely with enough resistance underneath our pedals to keep us under control. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Your hamstrings should have just gone, look. I hope that this has been more than enough time to recover. I do want to invite you on just one more journey with me. It's not going to last as long as the previous round did, which was about 6 minutes. But I will say this, it's also not going to be 2 minutes. All right, so you know it's not shorter than 2, but you also know it's not longer than 6. And it's all the information that you need before we finally get into our active recovery. All right, with that being said, everybody take a seat. Join me now, anywhere between 60 and 80 on your personal RPM. Resistance 2.5 or 3 is going to be a perfect place to get started for this last little, I guess, round of work that we're about to enter together. Let's go. So listen, we only want to remove as much resistance as we need to stay below 100 on our RPM. Okay, so I hope that you don't drop too much too early. I'm looking for a maximum of 99 on your RPM. 3, 2, go. That's why we're getting started decently heavy, decently slow. Yes, 90 is acceptable, 87 is acceptable, 95, 98, 99 is acceptable. But once we start to see triple digits, it becomes a little bit more unacceptable. Has anyone ever seen that? What show is that? What show is that? Is that Chowder? No, it's not Chowder. I can't remember. It was one of those cartoons with the funny names. And he's like, this is unacceptable. That's exactly how I feel when I put like something in front of us and try to be clear about it. And then people do their own thing. I get all sad. Just type it in YouTube later, Mama Sig. This is unacceptable. You'll see. You'll be like, yes, exactly. Just stay right here as you're preparing for something that you don't even know that you want to be prepared for. Oh! Listen and listen to me. This is not the end of the work before the active recovery. 30 seconds racing, your best RPM. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is like a preliminary round. This is just the round before we get to the big round. Kind of like a warm-up round or a wake-up round, a preparatory round. 15 seconds. Almost there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mama said you never show your full hand. You never show all that you have or all that you're capable of. You do that too early. I won't say bad things happen, but I will say things could go a little bit better if you don't do it that way. Maximum 99. As we're catching our breath, hopefully you didn't take off too much resistance there. I did want you to pass 99 for the race, by the way. I did 100% want you to do that. All right, but now turn it back on. Limit yourself. Here's the deal. Here's the drill. We're gonna jump super duper far. Instead of a 30-second race, we now have a 2-minute race. I will not ask you to do another 2-minute race for the rest of the month of August. 2, 1. Let's go. Now, because this is a 2-minute race, it's going to take us a little bit of time. Well, it's going to take us a little bit of time in general, but it's also going to take us, it should take us a little bit of time to really, really feel this one. Why? You don't want to go all out immediately. You don't want to go all out just from the get-go, but you want to pace yourself. Maybe you go at 70 to 75% of your maximum effort. Maybe you try to use me as a rabbit. Maybe I'll use a different technique. Well, where I set the standard high and then challenge you to stay with me, pushing you just a little bit further than you might want to go on your own early. And hopefully, that strategy will work out for me. We'll see. Let's have a little bit of competitive fun, a little bit of friendly fun. One minute down, 1 minute to go. Remember, not too hard, too early, not too much, too early. I'm gonna let everyone know when our last 30 seconds are here, because they are right here so close. 5, 3, 1, here they are, let's work. Mama said, whatever you have to give right now. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. In the last second, which I'm not sure was a real second, Mama said caught me. 1,600, 1 yards to 1,600 yards. Mama said, how did that feel? Hopefully it felt excellent. Good. Star eyes is good. All right, everybody, slow your legs back down. Allow oxygen to get into your breath with your elbows bent, shoulders relaxed, easy breathing, easy riding, and enjoy this active recovery that has already started. You do whatever you want. Hopefully you feel good while doing it. If you need to stretch out your legs, go for it. If you need to drop your resistance, go for it. If you need to slow down, go for it. Took a nap earlier. Woke up without an alarm. And I think that the nap, so Tuesday is my long day, by the way. Tuesday is definitely my long day, but I don't think that the nap was just for, like, just because of these 4 classes. I think it was like a catch-up nap from my week away. Because, so I live in the central time zone. First we went to Miami, so we gained an hour. But then we went from Miami to California. Well, I'm sorry, did we lose an hour? Yeah, we lost an hour. We lost an hour, went the other direction, gained 3 hours. But then when we came back, we lost 2 more hours. So it was just all over the place. And like I had some days, you know, one day is like 22 hours, another day like 28,000 hours, and another day is like 20 hours, so it was just all over the place. So I think my body finally was just like, boom. All right, we're back in action. We're staying in this place, we're in this, let's rest. All right, let's rest. So if you're a person who travels a lot, first of all, shouts out to you for even having the courage to travel a lot. But yeah, find something else where you don't have to travel so much. I'm joking. It was pretty fun. But I also understood that time zone thing now is like completely different. Just one more thing, when I was, because I'm from Miami, so I'm from the East Coast. So when I was there, it was like 6:45 in San Diego, and I'm thinking like, dang, it's like 9:45 already over there. It's like still sun's out, and I get to do stuff. All right, here we go. Let's wrap up this ride the right way. Position 2, 60s on your RPM. Let's go. So our active recovery was just an opportunity for us to rest and relax and feel good about the things that have happened up to this point. We now want to use everything that we learned in the first, 75, 80% of our ride to help us finish this last few percentage points of the ride up. Everything that we've done so far. Get ready. "15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, out of our seat. 3, 2, 1, pick up your speed. If I say 15 on, 15 off, I'm most likely 99.9% of the time referring to speed and not resistance. 4, 2, 1, let it go. Oh. Round number 2. Anything faster. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Well, he never told us how many times. You have 8, 6, can we hit green? 3, 2, 1, let it go. 15 seconds recovering yet again. Remember, we did this seated, and we started to do it out of our seat. But here's how we're gonna finish it. 3, 2, 1, let's go, just one more round. One more good round. Then we'll drop our resistance, drop our butt, but pick up our leg speed. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, take a seat. Resistance 1 or 2, so those are our more flat roadish resistance where we feel super duper under control, 100% under control. But we shouldn't feel so under control that we're out of control. So what do I mean by that? If your legs are just going, but if you're at like 98, but it's not an under control 98, you can probably add just a little bit more resistance and maybe force a 91 instead of just an out of control 98. "30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Same idea, sprinting. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Notice I didn't give you the number. Some of you may be 101, others of us may be 94. Right, in a good aggressive group, maybe 111. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. 30 seconds, recovering and catching our breath. So remember, resistance 1, what did I say earlier? Prancing, trotting, galloping. It should feel like something similar to those 3 verbs. Whatever you might think it would feel like to be My Little Pony is what I want you to feel like right now. And enjoy this purple color behind me because it represents the end of the ride. 3, 2, let's go. $15 more, everybody. Brace your core, don't squeeze, just engage. You're at your final 8, 6, one more time, 30 seconds, resting, go. Remember, under control, trotting, galloping, prancing, feeling good. One more time for half a minute. We're taking off. My eyes are closed. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't want to get caught up comparing myself to what might feel comfortable to Mama Sig. What feels comfortable to Mama Sig right now is good for her. Here's another one of my silly illustrations. I like vanilla ice cream. If I start focusing on the person who likes strawberry ice cream more than they like vanilla, I'll start to think too much on that when there's no need to. I can just focus on my vanilla. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. We have one more challenge here. We have one more push. We have one more burst. We've done a 30-second race. We've also done a 2-minute race. It only makes sense that we meet it in the middle and we go 1 minute racing to wrap up this workout. So we've done our little bit of resistance, right? We've done our power pushing. We've done our seated sprints, but we've also raced a couple times during this ride. So let's do it one more time. 60 seconds all the way home. 3, 2, let's go. If you recall, the beginning of the ride started off with a pretty decent amount of resistance, if I do say so myself. So why not wrap up today's ride with just a little bit more speed than we might usually do? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're gonna have to use that first 30 seconds to kind of carry you through these final 30 seconds. Let it be momentum to push you all the way to the end. Mama Sig is gone. There's nothing I can do. 15 seconds. The only thing she can do now is set a personal best. And I don't know what it might be. I don't know if you keep track of it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, uno, dono. Excellent job, everybody. I'm giving a big round of applause to work as hard as you did today, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm gonna drop our volume a little bit. I'm also gonna go to our next song so that I don't blow your ears off. Mama Sig, how do you feel? Perfect. Love that. That's a good one. So, okay, now we're getting a little more creative with the emojis. Mixed emotions, I love mixed emotions. Listen, I wanna thank you all again so much for showing up and showing out today. I hope that you got something out of that. Maybe it wasn't your favorite take on our signature ride. Maybe it wasn't your favorite music. Maybe you didn't care about my trip to wherever I went to. And that's fair. Again, I like vanilla ice cream. I don't like strawberry that much. I actually think I like strawberry more than I think. I think I just didn't like strawberry milk as a kid. So it kind of shaped my, my taste. I don't know. Anyway, because I love strawberry fruit. And I also love strawberry shortcake. So I don't see why I wouldn't like strawberry ice cream by itself. No, we're weird, we're strange. Listen, thank you all again so much. Any questions that you have for me, reach out on Instagram at _DallasJ. Follow us on Instagram at Motosumo and make sure that you join our Facebook community page. Motosumo, maybe community, I don't know. Find it though, just type in Motosumo on Facebook, it'll come up. All right, thank you all again so much. I'll see you when I see you. Have a fantastic remainder of whatever, wherever you are.